Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action today. If you guys aren't already signed up with BroThrow, go ahead and get in BroThrow. Get in my private betting group for free. Be posting some plays this weekend for football, so you want to stay tuned for that. Shouts out to Leather Chaps. He said if I shouted him out, he'd be a member, so a lot of pressure on him. So make sure you go ahead and be a member, Leather Chaps, with the shout out. And yeah, guys, we will hop in it here. 15 matchups, big slate today. Starting with the Boston Red Sox versus the Cincinnati Reds. Red Sox opening up as road favorites at -175. The Reds +150 with the over-under at 9.5. Pitching for the Red Sox is Connor Seabold with an ERA of an 11.91. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Reds is Chase Anderson with an ERA of 6.43. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Boston beating Cincinnati 5-3 yesterday. Reds 2-8 in their last 10. They've actually looked very bad here. Yeah, look, I don't like Seabold on the mound. His last 3 starts, he's given up 15 runs. 2 out of those 3 games, he's had 7-run games. Anderson's actually been good his last 3 games. He's only given up 3 runs, been solid. Yeah, I just don't trust Seabold on the mound for the Red Sox. Seems very risky to me today. I'm gonna take the Reds +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Miami Marlins. Marlins opening up as home favorites at -120. The Cubs +100 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Cubs is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 3.76. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Marlins is Jesus Luzardo with an ERA of 3.75. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Yeah, the Cubs getting the 2-1 win yesterday against Miami. Nice win for the Cubs. 4-1 on the road right now. Playing pretty decent on the road. Miami just 4-10 at home, where they have struggled a bit. Stroman, he's only given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts on the mound. Been pretty decent. Luzardo's given up 5 as well, so pretty even pitching matchup here. I'm gonna take Cubs +1.5 on the road, getting the win yesterday. Close matchup. We'll take Cubs +1.5. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Astros opening up as road favorites at -130. The Rays +110 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Astros is Lance McCullers Jr. with an ERA of 2.34. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 11 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rays is Corey Kluber with an ERA of 4.44. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Houston, back-to-back shutout games against Tampa, 5-0, 4-0. They've looked great in the series so far. I don't know what's going on with Tampa not being able to score. Love McCullers Jr. on the mound. He's been nice. Corey Kluber coming off 2 rough games on the mound, giving up 10 runs total. Houston is 4-1 on the road against Tampa. I'm gonna have to roll Houston on the road, man. They've just looked so good. Tampa Bay hasn't scored yet in these 2 games. Hard to trust that here. I'm gonna take Houston on the road. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -115. Toronto -105 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 3.45. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 7 strikeouts, giving up 12 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 3.07. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. So both pitchers giving up their fair share of runs. What a crazy game yesterday. Toronto winning 18-11. I mean, 29 runs scored. That was pretty crazy. Hopefully you guys took the over. And Phillies on a 5-game losing streak. Not really playing that well. Toronto 5-0 against Philly. 14-4 on the road against Philly here. Yeah, getting underdog value here. Coming off a great game yesterday. And they've just been good against the Phillies here. I'm going to take Toronto plus 1.5 on the road. All right, next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at minus 165. Detroit plus 140 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Tigers is Matt Manning with an ERA of 3.28. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Orioles is Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.70. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Lyles has given up 12 runs in his last 3 starts. Manning's only given up 4. Detroit, back-to-back wins against Baltimore. Looking good in this series, getting underdog value here. Nice wins. They're 7-0 on the road against Baltimore. 9-0 against Baltimore. Huge winning streak against the Orioles here. They've looked good this series. Yeah, give me Detroit plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 300. The Pirates plus 240 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Pirates is Roansy Contreras with an ERA of 3.24. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts, only given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Yankees is Luis Severino with an ERA of 3.45. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 1 strikeout. His last 3 starts, he's only given up 6 runs. Yeah, we got Pitt. Hold up. I'm pretty sure Yankees lost yesterday. For some reason, it's saying the Yankees won, which I do not think they won yesterday. They did. They came back and won. Oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, I went to sleep in like the 8th inning of that game, and they were down and the game looked over. And they came back and got 5 runs in the 9th. Wow. Okay, Yankees won yesterday. Crazy win. I know Aaron Judge got a 60th homer. Pretty insane. So you love the comeback from New York. Yeah, that proves the game's never over. Even going into the 9th, no matter what you're down, you can come back and win. And yeah, we'll take Yankees at home. Coming off a great comeback yesterday. Hopefully they're not going to come back today. But Pirates struggles against the 1-9 on the road against the Yankees. Give me the Yankees at home here. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at minus 145. The Angels plus 125 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Angels is Tucker Davidson with an ERA of 6.96. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts, giving up 12 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 4.49. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He's given up 12 runs in his last 3 starts here. Angels beating the Rangers yesterday 5-2. Rangers on a 3-game losing streak right now. Not a matchup I'm in love with, to be honest here. Both pitchers giving up a lot of runs. I think the over is probably a good play here. And I take a shot with Angels plus 1.5 on the road. 4-1 in the last 5. Playing okay here. We'll take Angels plus 1.5. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Chicago White Sox. White Sox opening up as home favorites at minus 130. The Guardians plus 110 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Guardians is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 3.08. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for the White Sox is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 3.99. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. McKenzie's only given up 5. Yeah, Cleveland winning 10-7 yesterday. I thought they were a great underdog yesterday against the White Sox. 6-1 on the road. Playing good road baseball here. And pretty even pitching matchup again here today. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Guardians plus 1.5 on the road. Looked good yesterday. Underdogs again in this matchup. Give me Cleveland plus 1.5. All right, next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Kansas City Royals. Twins opening up as road favorites at minus 145. The Royals plus 125 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 3.49. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts, given up 8 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Royals is Daniel Lynch with an ERA of 5.15. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. He's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts on the mound. Minnesota losing to Kansas City yesterday, 5-4. Yeah, they're 1-5 in their last 6. Kind of struggling here. They are 7-1 against Kansas City. That was the first loss against Kansas City in a while. I think they bounce back today. I don't like Lynch on the mound. Ober's been pretty decent. I'll take Twins on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Colorado Rockies. Giants opening up as road favorites at minus 130. The Rockies plus 120 with the over-under at 10. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.31. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. He's given up 8 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Rockies is Yerman Marquez with an ERA of 5.14. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts on the mound. Giants back-to-back wins against Colorado, winning 6-3 yesterday. Giants 11-3 on the road against Colorado, 15-5 straight up against the Rockies, where they've been pretty dominant here. Yeah, I like the Giants on the road. Marquez has had some rough starts on the mound here. We'll take the Giants on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Oakland Athletics. Seattle opening up as a road favorite at minus 220. Oakland plus 180 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Mariners is Robbie Ray with an ERA of 3.72. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He's given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts on the mound. Pitching for Oakland is James Caprillion with an ERA of 4.70. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He's given up 12 runs in his last 3 starts. Yeah, Oakland beating Seattle 4-1 yesterday. Big upset win for the A's. Seattle 10-3 on the road against Oakland. I mean, they've been dominant against Oakland. Just an unfortunate loss yesterday. I like Seattle to bounce back today. Caprillion hasn't been very great on the mound here. I think Seattle bounces back today. We'll take Mariners on the road. All right, next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at minus 125. The Cardinals plus 105 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 3.46. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Padres is Blake Snell with an ERA of 3.93. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Cardinals on a 2-game losing streak, back-to-back games of not scoring, getting shut out yesterday, 5-0 against the Padres. Crazy. St. Louis 0-6 on the road against San Diego. so haven't been able to win on the road here. Snell's given up 7 runs in his last 3 starts. Miles has also given up 7. Another even pitching matchup here. I think I'm going to take the Padres at home. We've seen St. Louis haven't been able to get a win on the road against the Padres in some time. And, back-to-back games of not scoring for St. Louis. Not in love with that. Padres on a 4-game winning streak. I'm going to take Padres at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -300. Arizona +240 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Dodgers is Dustin May with an ERA of 3.81. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts, given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts on the mound. Coming off a 0-run game, though. Pitching for Arizona is Madison Bumgarner with an ERA of 5.01. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. He's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Arizona, winning one of the games yesterday was a doubleheader. So it makes sense. A lot of teams usually split a pair of wins in a doubleheader. But Dodgers were on that win streak, but I don't really count the doubleheader as really anything. I don't really count a doubleheader as like much of a win. Because you're getting a team tired coming into the second game. So I don't think that really counts for much. I like Dodgers at home here. And we're sticking with LA in this one. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -250. The Nationals +210 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Nationals is Paolo Espino with an ERA of 4.24. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Braves is Bryce Elder with an ERA of 3.67. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. His last 3 starts, he's only given up 4 runs. Spino's given up 7. Atlanta on a 5-game winning streak right now, back-to-back wins against Washington. Washington on a 3-game losing streak. 0-5 on the road against Atlanta, where they just can't win at all here. Atlanta playing really great at home. I'm taking the Braves at home in this one. Then the last matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Mets opening up as road favorites at -130. Brewers +115 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Mets is Taijuan Walker with an ERA of 3.42. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Brewers is Adrian Hauser with an ERA of 4.85. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 1 strikeout. We got the Mets on a 6-game winning streak here, playing very good on a 2-game winning streak against the Brewers. They're playing good right now. Mets playing good baseball here. Hauser's given up 6 runs in his last 3 starts. Walker's given up 7, so pretty even pitching matchup here. We're going to ride the hotter team here, taking the Mets on a 6-game winning streak here. See if the streak can continue. They've been playing well against the Brewers so far. I'm going to take the Mets on the road in this one. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.